you would please show me our signal for when you know the answer to another talk. You remember? I remember I told you yesterday that you could also start doing this and this. Who can tell me what that means? Show me with one thumb if you know what that means. What does that mean when you start putting up more fingers? Faith?
It means that if you have more than one answer, you put up 2 fingers, and if you have more than 2, you do this.
Okay, so if you have done it one way and you think of a second way that you could do that problem, or a third way, or a fourth way, you can show me how many ways you know. And Brandon, if you don't have an idea for another way to try, you could look at our strategies that we've been doing this week and be thinking of how to do that, okay? So let's take a look. I'm going to put our next one up here today. When you know it, give me a thumbs up. Brandon, you looking? Okay, Kristen, what's 9 plus 5 plus 1?
15.
How did you figure that out?
You can add the 9 plus 5, and that'll equal 14, plus 1 more is 5.
Okay, so she went ahead and
I
added...
mean 15.
Okay, she went ahead and added 9 and 5 together. How did you know that 9 and 5 was 14?
Because if you have 9 plus 5 and 4, and then it's 15, and then you can subtract the 1, and then it'll make 14, and then you can add the 1 back, and then it'll make 15.
Okay, so even to solve 9 plus 5, you pretended that the 9 was what number? You said you did 9 and 5 was 15? But what was it really?
No, 9 plus 5 was 14.
Was 14. Okay, and then you added the other one to make 5. How did you figure out what 9 plus 5 was?
I counted on. I went 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, so she used counting on, and then she added on the 1 more, and that gave her 15. Who solved it a different way? Right here, Connor.
9 plus 1 is 10. The answer is 15. 9 plus 1 is 10.
Okay, so she had 9 and 1 was 10, and then he added on the 5. Why did you choose to put the 9 and the 1 together instead of adding them in that order?
Because it makes it easier.
Okay, Connor said that adding the 9 and the 1 first made it easier because 9 and 1 makes 10, and it's really easy to add to 10. So he used make a 10 there. He saw a 10 he could make, made the 10, added together, and 10 plus 5 is 15. Did anyone solve it a different way? Aiden, what did you do?
I did 9 plus... I did 9 plus 6.
So where did you get the 6 from?
I got the 6 from 5 plus 1.
Okay, so he had 9 plus 5 plus 1, and he went ahead and added the 6. So he did 9 plus 6, and how did you solve 9 plus 6?
Because I took away 1 from the 6 and I made 10.
Okay, so if you think about, I could take 1 away from this over here, and that leaves me with what? 5, and move that 1 over here and add it to the 9, and that gives me 10, and ooh, there we go, making a 10 again. What's 10 plus 5?
15.
10 plus 5 is 15. Excellent job. Next string, here we go. 8 plus 9 plus 1. When you think you know, give me a thumbs up. If you've got one way, think of another. Okay, Jayla, what's 8 plus 9 plus 1?
18.
How did you figure that out?
Because 9 plus 1 equals 10, and 10 plus 8 equals 18.
Why did you choose to add the 9 and the 1 together first?
Because 10 is easier to add.
It's easier to add than 8 and 9 together? Okay, so she made a 10. Did anyone do it a different way? Landon, what did you do?
I added 9 plus 8.
Okay, so you did 9 plus 8, and how did you solve 9 plus 8?
I counted on.
You counted on, okay, and then what did you get for 9 plus 8?
17, and then I added the 1 and it equaled 18.
Excellent. Did anyone solve it a different way? Christina, what did you do?
I added 4 plus 3.
Okay, where did your 4 and your 3 come from?
The 9.
So you took your 9, and you turned your 9 into what?
4 and then 3.
A 4 and a 3. So what's 4 plus 3?
7.
7. So let's say our 9. Our 9 can be a 4 and a 3, and then that's only 7. So what else do we need to go with that to make up the whole 9? 4 and 3 get 7. How much more do we need to make the full 9?
3.
And 3, if I'm at 7, count on 3. That gets us to 10. So what do we need to go with this to make it 9?
But I did 4 plus 3 and it equals 7.
Mm-hmm.
Then I added 7 plus 8 and it equals 15.
Mm-hmm.
Then I just added 2 more and it equals 16, 17. But I got that 1 and added it to 17.
Okay, so let's take a look. Right here where you got this 7, where did the 7 come from? Just leave it there, it's fine, Kristen.
7 came from the 8.
It came from the 8, I thought this 8 matched up. Where did your 7
It
come
came
from?
from the 9.
It came from the 9. What went with the 7 to make 9?
2.
2, so you added on your 2. So we've got to have our 2 and our 1. And then you added the 15 and the 2 together to make 17, and you got 18. All of that, what's that breaking apart of numbers? Christine did a lot of that. What's that called? What's the word, everyone? Decomposing. She did a lot of decomposing of numbers. Okay, let's take a look. Last one real quickly today.
It's okay.
1 plus 4 plus 9. When you have a solution, give me a thumbs up. You know one way, do more than one way. Mary, what's 1 plus 4 plus 9?
I know it, just forgot the answer.
Okay, can you solve it again? Use that strategy again?
14.
14, how did you get it again so fast?
I did 9 plus 4, which equals 13, and I added the 1, and it equaled
And 13 and 1 is?
14.
14. How did you know that 9 and 4 was 13?
Because I knew 10 plus 4 was 14. I mean, 10 plus 4 was 14. 14, and more would be 13, and I added the 1, and it would equal 14.
Okay, so she knew that if this was 10 plus 4, it would be 14. So I can just take 1 off the end. She says if I change this 9 to a 10 now, it makes the fact easier. And if I put 1 on at the beginning, I have to take it off at the end, and that gives me 13. That's how she solved that part. And then 13 plus 1 is 14. Who solved it a different way? Celeste, what did you do?
9 plus 1 equals 10, and then I added 1 more, and it equals 14.
Why did you choose to add the 9 in the 1 first?
Because it makes it 10.
It makes a 10, and it's really easy to add to 10. One last strategy. Who did it a different way? Faith, what did you do?
I made my 9 into a 10, and then I knew that 10 plus 4 was 14. I added 1 more, which is 15. And then, since I made my 9 into a 10, I would have to subtract 1, and it gave me 14.
Okay, let me catch up real quick. Okay, so she said, I don't like that 9. I'm going to change it to a 10. Then I'm going to add them together, and she actually kind of went backwards. 10 plus 4 is 14, plus 1 is 15. But since she added 1 to make this a 10, what does she have to do at the end? She has to take it off at the end. So when she had that 15, she took the 1 off at the end. Who remembers our word for that? For when you add something on at the beginning and take it off? And then you compensation. Very, very good. I was really glad to see a couple of you are trying that out because that's a new strategy for you. Let's look at all these strategies. Just think about how far we've come in 3 days. This is only our 3rd day. We keep getting better and better. Give me a thumbs up if you think that it's getting easier for you to use these different strategies. We'll see what happens later on this week as we come up with more strategies. You guys did a great job today.